With the governor's statewide mask mandate set to expire in a few days, his team makes moves to keep it in place.
We're not evil people. We're not rich people.
It's his only source of income, a tenant's rent payment.
I still have a mortgage on it. I still pay taxes. I pay insurance. I pay upkeep.
This man says he's too kind to kick anyone out during a pandemic, and now his own home is at risk.
Plus, an incredible show of support from the Denver7 Gibbs community. A family of 10 forced out of their home, now getting much needed help with repairs and work so they can go home.
They could get to have the toys out, they could play and make friends.
We've heard from countless renters struggling to pay their rent, to make ends meet. But tonight, landlords who rely on those rent checks to pay their mortgage say they're now struggling too.
Denver7's Gary Brode talked to one man who says he won't evict his tenant, but he is now in jeopardy of losing his own home.
Do I have to sell?
Landlord Rocky Horry is living with a dilemma.
She's a good renter. She's a single mother. Don't want to throw her out.
But each month, the bank still wants their money.
I still have a mortgage on it. I still pay taxes. I pay insurance. I pay upkeep.
Since COVID began, Horry says he's owed more than $6,000 in rent.
My renter, I understand they can't pay rent right now. She was a bartender, cleans houses. She lost her bartending jobs, cleaning houses. That went away because now the people are staying home.
While there's plenty of assistance for renters, the programs for landlords are few and far between.
I feel like some of these government programs are throwing us landlords under the bus. You guys are on your own.
To help property owners, the state recently started the Property Owner Preservation Program. With this, landlords can apply for assistance only on behalf of multiple tenants. To qualify, tenants must have missed rent because of financial loss from COVID. Rent must be below the POP maximum, which can range between $1,000 to just over $2,000. The property itself also cannot be in foreclosure.
So let's work together on it.
Ori doesn't qualify because he only has one renter. Others have tried the mortgage modification route, allowing property owners to skip months of payments and begin paying as agreed upon.
I talked to my mortgage people. I said, okay, we can suspend the payments for 3 months. After 3 months, we need a balloon payment. So I don't see any advantage of that at all.
Leaving the 72-year-old retired property owner to wonder and worry as he blows through his savings just to get to the next month.
We're not evil people. We're not rich people. Social Security is not a retirement. It's a supplement. It's up to people to build their own retirements. And this is what I was doing when I bought the house.
Gary Brode, Denver7.
Late tonight, Governor Polis's office confirmed that he plans to extend the statewide mask mandate, which is set to expire this weekend. The governor says the data proves wearing a mask is contributing to our success in preventing the spread of the virus. The state now says more than 90% of Coloradans are wearing masks. It's not clear how long the order will be extended.
The flames are getting so out of control near Glenwood Springs that tomorrow crews will switch over to a Type 1 incident command team, and that includes federal and state certified fire crews who have the most training and experience fighting a fire like this. A Type 2 team has been in control up until now. This fire has grown to 4,800 acres. There is zero containment. And because of major traffic backups and semi-trucks getting stuck on the windy road, I should say, Independence Pass was closed today. Not only that, Cottonwood Pass and I-70 in both directions between Glenwood Springs and Gypsum remain closed. There are no pre-evacuation orders for the city of Glenwood Springs just yet. Today, we learned that fire crews believe this fire sparked from either a blown tire, a sparking rim, or a dragging chain.
Investigators are still working tonight to determine why a man went on a rampage with a machete last night, killing 51-year-old Bonnie Skinner, injuring her husband, 2 daughters, and a family friend. This happened last night in Brighton. Investigators say the suspect and victims knew each other, and the community tonight is in shock. Well, today we spoke with Bonnie Skinner's former boss, who says she considered Bonnie part of the family.
Every time you left or she left, she'd tell everyone they loved that she loved them and to drive safe. And last time I saw her, it's just a big hug and I love you. And I know that I have that.
48-year-old Lonnie McNair is facing murder and attempted murder charges. He ran from police after the incident, but was caught with the help of police dogs.
The mother of a 7-year-old boy whose body was found encased in concrete in a Denver storage unit will spend the next 32 years in prison. Alicia Pankey pleaded guilty to child abuse resulting in death last year. Caden McWilliams was found in December of 2018. His remains were in a storage unit and had likely been there for months. He was malnourished. Investigators found cocaine and meth in his system. Caden's father was sentenced to 72 years for his role in that little boy's death.
This is a story about a family whose need was so great, we really weren't sure if we could help.
8 special needs children, including a daughter on dialysis, living in a motel because their home wasn't safe. Our Jacqueline Allen shows us how Denver7 Gives viewers proved us wrong.
Hey guys, time to eat.
Everyone needs a house to live in.
You want to roll me?
But a family is what makes a home. A lesson the Gines family lives every single day.
Because it was leaking at one time.
When we first met them last month, Adams County sheriffs had determined their house was unsafe. So 8 special needs children, including one daughter on dialysis, moved into a motel. Homelessness, a very real fear.
I don't think any mother should be separated from their kids.
That's when Denver7 Gives viewers started the heavy lifting. Companies donating dumpsters, Valley View Christian Church cleaning out the garage.
It allows us to touch them, and it also touches us.
Strangers donating time and money.
They're just a very committed family, and I've just fallen in love with them.
But even with that help, Advocate Don Stewart says they needed a Hail Mary.
We found out that the house needed some more work than what we had thought.
Mold, a sewage leak, decades of deferred maintenance.
We can do whatever it takes to complete that task.
So we reached out to Rocky Mountain Biohazard, now stepping up, remediating the home at no cost. And there's more.
We're excited to try and help out and bring this around for you guys.
The Colorado Building Construction Trades Council heard the Gines story and plans to bring everything up to code.
There's going to be a lot of work, but we're in for it. We have a lot of people ready to jump on board.
Until the house is finished, this family needs a place to call home.
Bernadette Kenyon, we want to present you with this check from Denver7 Gives.
Thanks to generous donations, Denver7 Gives helped pay 3 months of rent at a nearby apartment.
Thank you, we appreciate that.
With a place for the kids to be kids.
They could get to have the toys out, they could play and make friends. They have freedom.
While no family has it all together.
God bless you guys, thank you.
Together, this family says they have it all.
It's home, nothing's like home.
In Thornton, Jacqueline Allen, Denver7.
And that little girl on dialysis tonight is at Children's Hospital. She has an infection. Advocates tell us this family just fell through the cracks, and they're working to get them now the services and support that they should have had a long time ago, and we'll keep you posted.
A proposal to provide some relief for CU students and their families will not move forward. There was talk of giving full-time students a $1,000 tuition credit per semester, $500 for part-time students, and it's a proposal that would have cost the university more than $100 million. CU's President Mark Kennedy wasn't fond of the plan, saying they would have to terminate and furlough staff to offset the cost.
Colorado health leaders believe finding coronavirus in sewage could help them detect outbreaks early. Today, the state health department announced a year-long program to test wastewater across the Front Range from Fort Collins to Pueblo. They'll collect samples from 18 wastewater facilities twice a week, and officials say that covers 60 to 65% of the population of the state. And state health leaders say this data could alert them to COVID-19 in a community 4 to 7 days quicker. Well, tonight there are 315 hospital beds in use in Colorado. That number is a lot lower than what we've seen in the last few weeks and well below capacity. There are thousands of beds still available, and the case count in Colorado stands now at nearly 52,000.